Well, hello, my YouTube fellas and gals. So today we have lot 6. These are going to be educational books, hardbacks and softbacks for $2 each. If you use a technical gadget to read books, you can also look these up by the ISBN numbers I put below or the title and the author of the book. So, with that, if you do want to buy books and you want to contact me, you can contact me through Tammy's makeuptreats@gmail.com or Minda's Bookstore and more on Facebook through Messenger. And I can hook you up with some books through Media Mail, which is the cheapest, through my Etsy store. So, welcome to my channel if you're new. If you've been here a while, thank you for helping me support my channel. So, book number 1 is Applied Research in Aging, A Guide to Methods and Resources. This is by Jan D. Sinut, and it is a 1983 copyright. This is what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. Applied Research in Aging gives students and practitioners a practical overview of methods used by researchers in aging. The authors provide numerous tips, suggestions, and checklists that students can apply to specific research questions. Written by a team of teachers and practitioners in the field of aging, the text pays particular attention by solving problems faced by practitioners during research in agency settings. One chapter, for instance, explores the issues that confront the applied researcher, such as coordinating research tasks and balancing the sometimes conflicting needs of research sponsor and user. The author's organization facilitates students' understanding of the subject of demonstrating the research process in action. Readers are given sets of decision-making questions which are most asked by researchers undertaking projects. The answers provided by students guide them through such important tasks as choosing the most appropriate research method, collecting and analyzing primary data, and using existing data. In each area, the authors provide information which leads the readers to the next research step. Guides to source materials are also provided, making the text a reference that will continue to have practical value beyond classroom. Applied Research in Aging demystifies the research process, encouraging students and practitioners alike to improve their systematic application of the knowledge in the field of aging. So that is book number 1. Book number 2, we have Extraordinary Sex Now, A Couple's Guide to Intimacy. This is a 1998 copyright. That's what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. Anyone can have great sex now and always without achieving contortionist positions or finding the elusive G-spot. Great sex is not about physical prowess. It's about intimacy and about understanding the inevitable forces that bring people together in the first place. Often it's a search for completion, our hope that a partner will provide us with that missing piece that results in attraction. By understanding how to capitalize on our own unique style and how to complete ourselves rather than struggling in vain to change our partner, we can learn how to deepen intimacy and achieve extraordinary sex now. To help everyone achieve the optimum physical and emotional gratification, Dr. Scantling has devised a simple but accurate paradigm of 4 basic personality types with easy to remember animal equivalents: energizer, lions; stabilizers, bears; workers, bees; the pleasure seekers, otters. If you're diligent, overachieving worker, bee, and your partner is a devil-may-care, otter, you may each be blind to the other's needs and losing out on potentially great sex. Through storytelling, anecdotes, and easy-to-complete quiz, readers will learn to identify their own sexual style as well as that of their partner, to understand why they each behave the way they do, and above all, to find out how they can modify their styles and achieve extraordinary sex now. This is an inspirational must-have guide for any couple seeking to rekindle passion. Dr. Scantling proves that lovemaking need never grow dull, that it can be an ongoing joyous event now and forever. And let's face it, we are not born with directions on how to be mothers. We're not born with directions on how to be cooks. And we are not born knowing how to have great sex. So I love books like this for self-help people, because some people just need that extra know-how if nobody's there to ask questions and talk to. So this is book number 2. And I think this is a great book. Book number 3, we have Current Psychotherapies. This is the 4th edition. This is by Raymond D. Corsini and Danny Wedding. This is a 1989 copyright. That's what the book looks like. And this is what you will have in this book. You have psychoanalysis, you have Adlerian psychotherapy, analytical psychotherapy, personal-centered therapy, rational emotive therapy, behavior therapy, cognitive therapy, gestalt therapy, existential therapy, transactional analysis, family therapy, multimodal therapy, 3 other approaches, Asian psychotherapies, psychodrama, bioenergetic analysis. So this looks like a really interesting book. It gives you all the different methods, which is really cool. So that is book number 3. Book number 4, we have Super Life, Super Health by the editors of FCA and Medical Publishing. This is a 1997 copyright. That's what the book looks like. And this is what it has in it. The hormone blocked the growth of human breast cancer cells by 75% in one study. Also shows promise in the treatment of prostate cancer. 8 ways to bean up for healthy bones and avoid Dowager's hump. The ultimate exercise for older bodies. No jarring and panning involved. Put the zest back into your sex life with a little help from this mineral, reported by Natural Health. Why Japanese men who smoke even more cigarettes than American men have a lower rate of lung cancer deaths. Do you believe in the power of prayer to heal? See what medical experts are finding in their scientific research. Amazing pain relief from this spice versus only partial or temporarily from conventional drugs, which actually kills thousands of people each year, confirmed in this study of arthritis patients. Help for Alzheimer's, crank up the brain and delay further memory loss in people beginning to experience symptoms in Alzheimer's with this herb. Cancel out breast cancer risk with this daily drink from researchers from the National Public Institute of Helsinki. In irregularity, find out just why 30 minutes a day outside could keep your bowels moving. So there you go. Book number 4. Book number 5. Here is a book that's the 8th edition. It's Take Care of Yourself, the Complete Illustrated Guide to Medical Self-Care by Donald M. Vickery, MD, and James F. Fries, MD. This is what the book looks like. And this is a 2005 copyright. It says, covers over 175 healthcare problems and symptoms and is easy to use in a crisis. Simply look up your symptom in one of the chapters listed in the thumbnail tabs at the left. You'll find a complete explanation of likely causes and how you might relieve the problem at home. Diagrams will help you recognize problems and in many cases treat them quickly and easily. Easy to follow decision charts tell you exactly when to see a doctor. This outstanding guide also covers emergency, how to avoid health problems, the 20 things you ought to keep in your home, pharmacy, and how to work best with your doctor. Comprehensive and updated in the latest medical information and advice. Take care of yourself belongs in every home. So there you go. Book number 5. Book number 6, we have Sociology. This is the 9th edition by John M. Macionis. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But it is a 2003 copyright. This is what the book looks like. It's got a little bit of wrinkle in it, some highlighting in it. And it also has a disc right there. 2003. So this book, I like Sociology. Sociology, you have part 1, the sociological perspective. Part 2 is the sociological investigation. Or no, that's number 2 of part 1. Part 2 is culture, society, socialization, social interaction in everyday life, groups and organizations, deviance and sexuality. Part 3 is about social stratification, social class in the United States, global stratification, gender stratification, race and ethnicity. And then we have aging and the elderly. Part 5, the economic and work, politics and governments, family, religion, education, health and medicine. Part 5, population, urbanization and environment, collective behavior and social movements. Social change, traditional, modern, and postpartum societies. And then we have part 6, and it keeps going to all these good stuff. This is where it breaks down all the parts. No, it just goes up to part 5. But I took sociology. It's really interesting. It's about you and your surroundings. So there is book number 6. Book number 7. This one here is very intriguing to me. This is called The Awakening by Kate Chopin. This is a 1984 copyright. This is what the book looks like. And this is what it's about. When The Awakening was first published in 1899, charges of sordidness and immorality seemed to consign it into obscurity and irreparably damage its author's literary and social reputation. But a century after her death, it is widely regarded as Kate Chopin's greatest achievement. Through careful, subtle changes of style, Chopin shows the transformation of Edna Pointelier, a young woman and mother who, with tragic consequences, refuses to be who refuses to be caged by marriage and domestic life and claims for herself moral and erotic freedom. This pioneering short novel of a feminist fiction is a sympathetic portrayal of a woman's discovery of its stifling bonds of marriage and the strength of her own sexuality. First published in 1899, it shocked the popular taste of the day, outraged official morality, and destroyed the author's reputation and career. Today, however, this novel and Kate Chopin's other writings have found a highly receptive audience among generations of women who have learned to value their own individuality and independence. This, to me, would be an incredible experience. Definitely educational to me. So there is book 7. Book number 8. We have another, The Practical Encyclopedia of Sex and Health. From Aphrodisiacs and Hormones to Potency, Stress, Vasectomy, and Yeast Infection by Stefan Bechtel. This is a 1993 copyright. That is what the cover looks like. This is what it looks like. It's got a little bit of marker writing on it. And this is what it is. These are not the synopsis of the book. There's marker there too. But it's opinions of people who gave feedback. It covers abstinence, addiction, sexual addiction, affairs, aging, alcohol, allergies, anal intercourse, anxiety, just everything you can imagine in sex. And the back says this book is thoughtful, easy to use compendium of up-to-date knowledge on the intricacies of human sexualities that is accessible, interesting, and packed with sound advice. So there you go. For people that need advice, book number 8. Book number 9. We have Perceiving, Behaving, and Becoming. A New Focus for Education. This is a 1962 book, and it's by Arthur W. Combs. This is what the book looks like. And it pretty much covers what can man become? The full functioning self. Toward becoming a fully functional person, some basic propositions of growth and self-actualization in psychology, a perceptual view of adequate personality, perceiving and behaving, motivation and growth of self, the positive view of self, acceptance and accurate view of self, creativity and openness to experience, the feeling of identification, the adequate person is well-informed, convictions, beliefs, and values, dignity, integrity, and autonomy. The process of becoming, ASCD Board of Directors, ASCD Executive Committee, ASCD Headquarters Staff. So that's what the book covers. So there is book number 9. Book number 10. This is the Merck Manual. This is the 16th edition of Diagnosis and Therapy by Robert Berkow. It is a 1992 copyright. It's got a bunch of tabs in it. This is what the book looks like. And then when you go to the front, it's got a bunch of abbreviations and symbols for things. This is all the contributors. And it's got the nature of infectious disease, biology of infectious disease, prevention of infection, anti-infection drugs, superficial infections, abscesses, bacteria and septic shock, infections in the compromised host. You have bacterial diseases, symptomatic fungal diseases, rickettsial disease, viral diseases, parasitic infections, sexually transmitted diseases, and diseases of uncertain urology. So there you go. It's a nice, informative book, and it's thick. So with that, whatever time zone you're in, I hope you're having a great one, and don't forget to check the description below if you want to contact me about any of these books. So with that, I hope you have a great one. See you soon. Bye.